800-951-0592. Joe and Jason, Patriot Radio News Hour. Really quickly, I want to give you some product availability updates. We'll start with silver. Again, markets extremely tight. We had the biggest increase in premiums overnight yesterday. Right now, I'll just give you some prices. Cases, the Silver Eagles, $21,500. I go out, I check the big three internet guys, just so you know, and we're about $2,000 to $3,000 less than them. One of them, we were almost $5,000 a case less. You heard me right. Rolls of Silver Eagles, $870. I know it's crazy, right? But is it? $2.50 to $5 less, and I'm being kind because I'm taking the as low as price. When if you buy 75 rolls, right? If you buy one roll, we're $3 to $4 an ounce, not a roll, an ounce less. When you got 20 ounces in there, that adds up really quickly. Rolls of quarters and dimes. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're going to buy some silver and you're thinking about quarters and dimes, I would do it, and I would do it very soon. Right now, rolls of dimes, I'm at $140. One of the big three online guys doesn't have any. They're out of stock. The other two, the cheaper one was $163 a roll. We're at $140. Rolls of silver quarters, $280 a roll. And again, one of the big three online guys doesn't have any. The others, both of them were well into the 300, 315, 325. And of course, they take all the good coins out and do all that. We don't do any of that kind of stuff. But the rolls of silver quarters at $240. The reason why I say and again, all three of those products, Silver Eagles, dimes, quarters, product is very limited. You're going to have to be patient. Right now, we're going to tell you 2 to 3 weeks. But you're still locked in, so don't worry, 2 to 3 weeks. And if it comes sooner, great. It hasn't been, but if it does, great. If not, don't worry, you'll get it. The problem is I don't know how long the availability will last. We still have some 10-ounce silver bars. Those are at $310 or $31 an ounce. I mean, think about, Silver Eagles, a roll of Silver Eagles now is at $43.50. I mean, that's a $12.50 difference per ounce on a silver bar. And I know, you can't hacksaw a silver bar. I get it. But just to point that out, 1/10 ounce American Gold Eagles. We haven't talked about 10th ounce Gold Eagles in a while. $325. And again, we're cheaper than the big three. $325. I got an opportunity here. I've got some 10th ounce maple leafs. So the Canadian maple leaf 10th ounce. Remember, what was it? About a month ago, we were doing the British Kings and Queens because it's just like, man, you're just saving so much. 10th ounce gold maple leafs, 1 through 49 at $260. If you buy a roll, which is 50 or more, $255. I mean, Jason, you're talking 1 through 49, you're saving $65 a coin. If you buy a roll of them, you're saving $70. I mean, that's $700 an ounce less for the Maple Leafs and the American Gold Eagles. And Jason, these are all limited. When they're gone, they're gone, and then you end up with nothing.
Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of calls, people wanting fractional gold, and so here it is. We get it out as frequently as possible on a special, and I like Gold Eagles, but a 10th ounce Gold Eagle at $325. That's the price. That's what it is. What do they say? It is what it is, right? The old the saying that gets used too much, but in this case, that's what it is. And $260 for the Canadian Maple Leaf. That's a pretty cool coin. It kind of, you can kind of get your little 10th ounce collection going, because I know a lot of people took
maybe
advantage of
right. Right. You got some kings and queens, throw some maples, right? You can pretend you've been a world traveler. Like, people love it when they travel to another country. They always like to bring some of the money back with them because, look at the pretty colors on their money. Well, I guess us gold guys, we can do it this way.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and so you can also do it at $65 less per coin than a 10th ounce Gold Eagle today. So quantities limited, sort of thing, Joe. You got to get them while the price is here on the air today, and order. I mean, and then Joe and I were talking also this morning, as he was talking about the customers in the first segment. Once you place your order and we call you in for your appointment, come in and get it, man, because we're happy to hold your stuff as long as you need to. But the longer you hold on to it, it sort of pushes us a little harder on the next customer. You're kind of in a line. You're not in a line, but you're kind of in a line.
At least for the cash pay people, the quicker you come in, the better, right? Obviously, if you've paid for it already, it's less of a problem. But we just it stacks up. It really, really does, and we want to get things out there as quickly as possible. 800-951-0592. Take the time, continue to add to your portfolios while the product is here. Jason, you brought up, man, if that 9/11 happened tomorrow, there'd be nothing, right? I mean, it'd be gone in a heartbeat. And again, demand has not stopped. By the way, and this is global. This is happening in every country in the world. One of the gifts we've given every country in the world is we've given them inflation, haven't we? And it's really had a lot of adverse effects out there. And it's very bad. It really is teetering here. We just, right, there's cracks, right? The leak hasn't started. It may be a drip, right? But we're waiting for that next event, and we just don't know what it is, right? It could be anything. It could be any of 1,000 things that could happen. 800-951-0592. When we get back, I'm going to tell you about another government rule change. Are we headed to socialism or what? You won't believe this next one. Eight 800-951-0592. If you're on hold, we will get to you in the order that you have called. 10th ounce Maple Leafs, 1 through 49 at $260. If you buy 50 or more, $255. So that's like $2,550 for an ounce. 20s today are at $2,525. So, man, you can buy 10th ounce Maple Leafs for almost the same price as a $20 gold piece. That's just unheard of, but that just tells you where the premiums are. I mean, look at a 10th ounce American Gold Eagle. It's $3,250 if you wanted to buy 10 of those, Jason.
Yeah, those are the numbers, Joe. You can't argue with the numbers. The price is the price. So fractional gold is one of those things that's gotten more popular just in the few years I've been with Patriot. I still remember in 2018 selling $20 gold pieces for $1,250, and now we're over $2,500 some days. So to get, it makes people go down to the $10 gold pieces and the $5 gold piece and the 1/10 ounce gold pieces. And today it's 1/10 ounce Maple Leafs that are far cheaper than They'll go at 10,000 Gold Eagles.
The first 20 I sold, I want to say, was $345 in 2003. I think that was the first one I sold. It was $325. Now it's $2,525. Don't forget silver quarters and dimes. $280 for 40 silver quarters. The dimes, that's a $10 face value roll. The dimes is a $5 face value roll, so half of that, $140 on some dimes this morning. And again, availability. And I guess I'll just keep saying, until they tell me they can't do them anymore, we'll keep doing it. Starting May 1st, this is just, gosh, it's incredible. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac are instituting changes to fees. Yes, they're calling a revamp of federal rules. These are known as loan level price adjustments. Excuse me? Yeah. When you're buying a house now, there's going to be a loan level price adjustment starting May 1st. It'll affect all mortgage originations across the country, tweaking the interest rates paid by the vast majority of home buyers, and not in the way you would think. The result, according to the people in the industry, pricier monthly mortgage payments are coming for most home buyers. An ugly surprise for everybody out there that's played by the rules. Because you know what do you need to get the best rate in buying a home? Well, you need two things. Number one, you need good credit, right? You need good credit. Number two, you need a big down payment. Well, apparently, that's no longer the case because the government has tweaked the rules, and the new rules are as follows. Those with bad or what they call risky credit, the government's going to allow you a lower interest rate and charge the people with the better credit a higher rate. Yeah, isn't that great? That's right. This is what we're going to do. We're going to reward the risky guy and punish the non-risky. You can't make this stuff up. A person in Arizona, a mortgage originator who did not want to be identified, said the following. It's going to be a challenge trying to explain to someone that says, I worked my whole life for high credit, I put a lot of money down, and you're now telling me that's a negative. That's exactly what is happening. By the way, that is going to be enacted on May the 1st. And Jason, it's just incredible. All these little things, nobody knows, right? Who knew? You got to listen to this show for us to tell you about it. Now, all of a sudden, all the things they told you had to do it right, you're now going to get punished for it.
Yeah, it definitely shows weakness in the system overall, doesn't it? To lower the standards to get more people in the boat. Isn't that what happened in 2008? You had all those mortgage-backed securities filled with thousands of mortgages, and what happened? They ran out of people to put in there. So let's just put the double A's and the A's in, and put more triple B's and B's in. Now let's put some C's in, and they just keep watering it down to lower, higher, riskier products until the whole thing blows up. And that just seems like what they're doing, Joe, right here. They're just we need to keep this machine running. We need to throw these loans out in every direction. And if it's not going to work out, well, we're going to charge you higher end guys more money because we don't know where, they don't have anywhere else to go, Joe. They don't have anywhere else to go. And it's going to.
Under the new rules, high credit buyers with scores from 680 and above will see a spike in their mortgage cost, with applicants who place 15 to 20% down. So think about this. I got a high score. I'm going to put 20% down. Your down payment experience, you'll get the biggest increase in fees. This was blatant and significant. It cut the fees for the highest risk borrowers and a clear increase in the much better credit quality buyers, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. And Jason, here's what they called it: a significant cross-subsidy pricing change. I mean, this is just, it's absolutely incredible.
Backwards. It's backwards. We'll be right back, guys. Stay with us.
(800-951-0592). By the way, these changes is going to increase rate mortgage loans for those with the least risk by 0.5%, which on $1 million, that's on another $100 a month per million. And for those with the risky, it will lower the rate by 0.5%. So, man, just backwards, right? This is what we're dealing with. This is why so many people are buying gold and silver, because they're starting to figure out, okay, this doesn't make any financial sense, whatever. This debt doesn't make any financial sense. These banks, seemingly in great times, are going out of business. Now we've got businesses just disappearing overnight because nobody wants to buy their debt. Jason, again, it's a house of cards, and once the numbers, we're dealing with monopoly numbers now. We've got a debt ceiling that's coming up. The national debt is just blowing up. Tax receipts are way down. This is just a recipe for disaster. And why, really, when you think about it, it's why so many people are saying, hey, this good time that Wall Street seems to want to live in is getting ready to come to an end.
Yeah, that kind of policy really just encourages people from walking from the homes a lot, sooner. I mean, people that have good credit, if they're going to get charged more, are going to turn into wealth. If the going gets tough, I'll just walk. People with good credit, one of the reasons they don't walk is because, well, I'll see if I can get through it. But doesn't this kind of discourage that? Right.
And again, that's a socialistic type behavior. Hey, I know you got an A in the class, but Johnny's only got a C. Tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to average your two tests together, and both of you can just have a B now.
It's exactly the same situation.
That's exactly
Joe.
What it is. That's exactly what it is.
When you were reading it, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is the bell curve thing? How you improve the class as a whole by stealing from the rich to give to the poor, and in this case, you're just going to make the rich not want to take out loans anymore, I guess, or deal with your
dude,
situation.
You don't even have to be rich. We say rich. Hey, you don't have to be rich to have a good credit score.
No. You
don't. And most people with good credit aren't rich. I mean, even if it was a $500,000 house, well, that's $50 a month. My wife and I could have gone to the movies. Now we're not going to go to the movies because I don't have the $50.
Right. Well, it gets credit score rich. How's that? They're robbing from the credit score rich. We're gonna knock you. Hey, they should just start knocking people down some points and give the points to somebody else. Wouldn't that just make it easier instead of doing?
I'm going to go out and I'm going to be late on a credit card payment, get my score down, so I can get a better deal on my mortgage. I'm
going to give my relative 100 points of my credit so they can go out and get a loan. Here.
800-951-0592, 10th ounce Maple Leafs. 260, 1 through 49, 255 if you buy 50 or more. 10th ounce American Gold Eagles. I know everyone, I love them, we all love them, but $325 today. Rolls of silver quarters, 200 and I want to make sure I get this right. $280. Rolls of silver dimes at $140 while supplies last. 800-951-0592. Jason and I were coming back with the half-empty cup.